Hey guys, okay. This first official video, I got inspired by this by a friend of mine. Hi, Bobby. This is going to be not a short, a little longer, but they will get to be shorts once I get a couple of things out of the way, this being one of them. So a friend of mine has got an injured back, and I believe he said he was pulling tongue and groove off of a wall. Now, I know this is only one piece, and it's only got one nail. It's not a matter of watching me take down a whole wall full of this stuff. It's a principle. Remember, this is called let every breath, movement or moving with God. The concept here is when we think of our breath, we can live without water for a couple of days, food for a few weeks. Try living without air. And my point here is that whether we believe it or not, none of this is going on for even a nanosecond without God. So God gives us this thing called air, breath, that is a somewhat of a representation of himself. Can't see it, you can sometimes feel it, can't live without it, that kind of thing. So when I see people, and I believe me, I lived most of my life like this, yeah, God is something that's over there. I think about him when I pray, I think about him when I go to church or whatever. I think about him when I meditate, but he's not in my everyday. He's not in my every movement. And remember, if you're not breathing, you're not moving because you're dead. If you're breathing, you're moving because breath is movement. If you're breathing, you're moving. If you're moving, you're breathing. So in this way, I'm relating our relationship with breath directly to our relationship with God in everything that we do. So here's this piece of tongue and groove on the wall. And I'm trying to pull it off, whether I've got a hammer in there and I'm prying it, or if it gets to the point where it's just too much. See what I'm doing here? See this? My back is as stiff as a plank, and I'm yanking on this. That has got the word injury written all over it. So I hear I'm straining. How about this? Where there is tension, replace it with breath. Where is there tension? In my back. Where is there tension? In my legs. Where should there be tension? That's all. Right here. Now, what if I do need some more? Okay, I can turn and get a little more leverage, but it certainly doesn't need to be like this. That's moving with our own power, our own energy, our own force and effort. I can pull this off like this, and I can also hurt myself. What about wherever there's tension, where it's not needed, we replace that with breath, also known as we invite God in to help. Inhale the connection to the board into our chest to make us at one with the board. Exhale back into the hands. Do it again. No strain. I'm not out of breath. Nothing to even resemble an injury. Now, what if I did get injured? What if that did all of a sudden hurt? Well, many people will say ibuprofen and ice. Ibuprofen will certainly mask the pain, and I've had ice take down a swelling, but I've never in my life had ice heal the injury. What have I had heal the injury? And I understand if you have a slipped disc, you might need a chiropractor, you might need surgery. I get it. But since I've been doing this breath work, I have had injuries, and every single one of them I've healed with breath and movement. Granted, I haven't broken any bones and I haven't lost any limbs. But the same injuries that people will say, I don't know, I can't move anymore. I just can't do it. Everything hurts. I pulled on a piece of wood and that was all she wrote. You know, I can't move now. Every single one of those times that's happened to me in the last 7 years, Let's say I've hurt my back. This is what I've done. If I've hurt my shoulder, now do I go to the point of pain like it hurts here so I push it? No, I don't do that. I go to the parameter of pain with breath and then exhale it, breathing right to where it hurts. And then each time I see if I can go just a little further. Sometimes those injuries have been healed in a minute. Other times it's taken me a half hour of breathing and movement. But when I'm done, no surgeries, no pills, no nothing. I understand not every injury is the same, but I've also felt and witnessed many people do what seems to be a simple daily task, and they're at the doctor's office or 6 months at the chiropractor. You're breathing into the injury and giving slight movement. It's never hurt me, and it's healed me and kept me out of the doctor's office many, many times. So I pull my shoulder. All right, feel it, feel it. Can I move it at all? Yes, okay. If you can move it at all, if I can move this at all, I'm going to start breathing into it. And keep moving it more and more and more. That method, at least on minor everyday injuries, has never failed me once. Hope this helps. Next time it'll be a short. See you, Bobby.